a feedback loop, a positive feedback loop, I suppose, for RSG's end. And I do like the Slark, not just for that, but just having this dispel on hand, having a way of jumping out of the
10
Clockwork's
seconds remaining.
hookshot cogs battery assault combo. You're gonna be pretty safe, and you've
5
always got the
seconds
save
remaining.
of that the shard, right? Like the shadow dance and the AoE for your teammates. It's gonna be big in kind of stalling these fights out as well. And this is an MKS special. Like we've seen him pick this up from the DPC as well. One of the few players that does dip into that Slark. I think the only time in C we saw that was from MKS and I want to say Savage. So he knows this hero in and out. It does look like a fairly good game for it as well. I am really curious how they close out an RSG Zendo. Like again, there's this flex on the Primal Beast that could be Xiao Yu playing it, could be Exilern. The last pick is gonna really cement that, and RSG has last pick overall, so they should be able to adjust their draft based on what they see T1 doing with his Morphling.
Banouts to come. T1, they'll have the first ban here for the final ban. Plenty of reserve time to think about it if they so wish. Have a heavy think about it. It does seem like they are banning out either mid laners or off laners. It should be a mid laner though. Primal Beast more than likely in the off lane here for RSG. You never know though. Thompson, I believe, was the one who started the mid Primal Beast back in his pub, so you never know. There he is. There's the man. Why do I hear boss music all of a sudden? Giga Chad Thompson. There's a Lycan ban out as well. So T1 just not wanting to allow any cheese picks to come out either from RSG. And they are known to pick these kind of cheesier picks once in a while. So you do have to be a little bit careful.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, just preventing Xiao Yu from maybe getting a really good Lycan combo, like Lycan Ags with Slark, a hidden wolf running at you that can jump, a fish wolf, as one would say. Pretty terrifying. So just cut off that T1 last pickup. Either the Ana or Thompson here. I think we're kind of locked into the Cuckoo Undying, although there's room for a Cuckoo Clockwork. Core Clock can come out. I don't think it's as
remaining.
Scaling as the Undying or as dominant early on as the Undying. Keen to see. What IDs do they have in mind here? Huh.
Pratt and DP. So it should be a mid DP, pos 1 Morphling, or pos 1 Undying, pos 3 DP, mid Morphling, which is something I think you actually prefer.
Yes, yeah, I like the way you think, Mikey. I think you're getting some very wrong ideas for Dota now out from you, and I like that. We haven't seen the pos 1 Undying in a while. You are getting some sick ideas, Mike. This is not good, but I like it.
It's
Thank
because
you for
T1's
picking it
got
up.
Anna Thompson. You know they're going to run something weird.
Core Undying. I mean, I'd love to see that. Like the Shard Echo Saber build, and you just stack attack speed, and then you just machine gun some zombies up when you have your flush golem. It can be fun. Now, Core Undying up against the Slark is still kind of weird. As you said, you just get stats up, and then Slark just hits you with all your strength, and you get more agi, especially with the Essence shift per stack. The agi per stack, if Essence shift goes up, it's going to feel really good for MKS. I think the safer bet is that on a Morphling. Yeah, you kind of run it a bit more standard. Go with a mid DP for tops. And this is probably the most standard draft from T1 we've seen if they do go for that way, not the flex of the pos 1 Undying. If they go for that pos 1 Undying, I'd say hell yeah, let's go for it. Let's find out what happens, Mike.
Final pick. RSG, balls in their court. Let's see what they get done. Seconds left for this final pickup here. RSG really thinking about it.
Choose your hero.
Oh, they'll bring out the Tusk. Fair enough. That's going to be a pretty interesting. So offlane Tusk or mid Tusk? What's going on here, John?
It's open. I have seen mid Tusk, not in pro game, but I know it works. I think it's still the Exilern Primal Beast. Xiao Yu Tusk sounds like more in line, and it is a Xiao Yu specialty. So you do have some good save coming out. They will run the Ana Undying. Let's go. Safe lane Undying.
There we go.
Back again. I am hyped up. I can't wait.
Yeah, so is Anna, as you can tell by his face. He looks very, very hyped right now, Anna. Anna, wake up. Come on now. Look at he's got bags under his eyes. He's tired. The poor bloke's tired. Give him a rest. He needs a bit of rest, right? He's been playing too many games recently.
I'm sure he has, and I'm sure Dom says also wanted some rest. I believe the boys are in boot camping in Malaysia right now. So they've got a good environment to go out and relax in, and maybe Anna needs a little bit of a break. We do see again Xiao Yu picks up the Tusk. Excellent will take that mid primal beast, and Thompson is playing the mid morph. So I'm keen to see how much RSG can get done. Again, they've had at least one series to do some research on T1. RSG's been getting a lot of practice in. I know these guys have been working pretty damn hard, and we did see Coach Ohai in the background. He looked pretty happy. It didn't look too tense there for RSG. They do have a good draft. They've got good momentum coming out here. The lanes can be really aggressive, but so can T1's lanes. There's a lot of back and forth left here. I think the lane to watch out for from T1 is going to be Anna's lane, because Undying's early presence is just so strong. I think the off-lane Tusk for Xiao Yu, while it does have some play, Undying punishes that sort of play really well, because you clump up. You want to play with tag team and clump up. Undying's just going to get free strength.
Smiles on the faces of T1. At least there were big smiles on the faces of T1, as we are going to get game number soon. Jonathan, the floor is yours. 4 predictions to be made. A lot of viewers watching right now, sir. What are the guaranteed 100% predictions from John Expire this game?
Highest net worth by 25. I actually want to say... top Anna could actually point pretty fast on Undying by 25. Team with the most runes picked up by 10. I would lean towards... T1 has really good supports to rotate. Which team will win? I want to say RSG, but honestly, I don't think they've figured out the core Undying. T1, longest kill streak. I want to say Thompson. He's probably the hardest to kill off there. It is still a fairly decent Morphling game.
Okay, fair enough. Should be an interesting one. There you go. There's your predictions, chap. Good. RSG. KS just currently chilling out in the mid lane. The observer ward, just making sure nobody gets near his observer ward there is Thompson. Watch him. A little bit of a wrap around here from T1, but MKS should be just fine to play out. Don't know if there's going to be a level 1 team fight this game. I mean, you've got RSG with the Tusk. That's the thing, right? Like, Xiao Yu might feel like, hey, I've got tag team. Let's go. Try and get something done here against the side of T1 early on. Because you can't underestimate the slow potential of this Techies with that sticky bomb either. I always kind of rave on about how strong Techies is at the moment. Jiao Bonbon seems to agree with me. So we do get into it. Jiao Bonbon going to move forward. Sticky bomb is there. Zephyr will have the battery assault. Xiao Yu going to be able to outpick him though. Fast hands on the Tusk. It's going to be, I believe, a 2-for-2 trade anyway, as Cuckoo is going to be able to secure the last banner rune for his team. And let's start with the mid lane. You are going to have the mid Exilern Primal Beast coming out. He'll be against the Morphling of Thompson in this mid lane. Jonathan, we haven't seen Primal Beast versus Morphling mid yet. How does this matchup meant to go?
I feel like it's pretty farmy for the first 2 levels. Maybe once Exilern has, say, level 2, you could try to be aggressive right before Thompson hits that level 2 attribute shift. Once you have that up, I mean, Thompson's pretty safe. In fact, this Morphling matchup is pretty good. Just because you've got the waveform to level up, you're not going to be caught under trample, which really feels like the Problem Beast's one trump card in lane to really bully. Thompson's always got a way out of danger, and that should mean he just has a consistent time farming. Exilern shouldn't be held off from farming either. It might just boil down to whoever gets better rune control down the line here.
Bottom lane as well. You're going to have the DP, MKS, and Roger going at it here against Anna. Excuse me, did I say DP? I meant Slark. Roger, he's dropping quite low already. Anna, he's going to go for a chase. Roger will Fairy Fire up. Kind of a hard lane here for Roger to actually get anything done in on that Elder Titan. You do have that pos 1 Undying hanging around here from T1, and it's not going to be that easy to try and harass and abuse with this Elder Titan. And of course, you're going to have the support there of Whitemon as well on the line, which again is going to make it rather difficult for Roger. Maybe not so much for MKS, as he does try and make the jump in. Anna will be there to zone them out. Nothing going to come out of this. Meanwhile, mid lane, Thompson fighting back against Exilern. Really getting a lot of damage in, but Exilern playing on the edge, does have the bottle, is going to be just fine.
He's farming up fairly well, doing a good job of just slowing Thompson down just by a tad. Thompson still managing to find some really good CS though, so he's not being held back too much, but the bottle refills coming out for Exelern, and his mobility with the onslaught does mean that he's going to have a better time for the next creep wave. Well, Thompson should have some region flying back in. Last lane that we haven't touched is up top. A little bit of a chase out from Zephyr onto Xiaobonbon. The boots ensures that Xiaobonbon isn't in any danger though. Does manage to back off, but you are having a pretty damn good lane for Cuckoo. Like, there's not much Xiao Yu can do to stop that death prop, and that's where the flex, that lane switching comes on hand. Like, the Undying can work against the Tusk lane, but the DP just dominates that lane. You do not want to snowball in, you do not want to try to run down with tag team, because Spirit Siphon in the early levels is really damn strong with the changes to it.
Certainly is. One right now on the techies as well. Like, I always talk about the level 2 timing and the level 3 power spike of the techies. See, level 2 with the blast off always very potent. Level 3 even more so. They still don't have the blast off though, so Zephyr's going to be just fine to back away. Cuckoo will zone them out on the Death Prophet. Meanwhile, mid lane, Thompson again going to be chased down by Exelern with the Trample and Uproar. Thompson, strength morphing, is going to be able to survive through it. Exelern would love a solo pick off onto Thompson and this Morphling. Not going to have the opportunity quite yet.
Still managed to zone him out pretty well though. Trample's not too long off. The onslaught could try.
Thompson still kind of manning up through it. The Trample doing a hell of a lot of damage. No mana for the waveform, but he will strength morph and be just fine.
Mine!
Exelern, top of the CS board right now. On that Primal Beast, having a very good laning stage. Thompson, he's going to be careful. Xiaobonbon looking to cut him off. Thompson, he's very low on HP at the moment, but he'll strength morph back. Xiaobonbon does get spotted by the tower anyway. Wards are on the high ground to give that vision. I suppose Thompson was never really in danger to begin with.
Gonna be just fine. A nice walk over from Zephyr as well, just to ensure no shenanigans happen on that mid. We want that stable start for Thompson. Ana though.
Yeah, MK is stuck around on very low HP, not respecting the decay. Decay is at level 2, so it does still damage, and he does end up going down. Ana with the Soul Ring, he's got the mana every single time now. Meanwhile, mid lane, here we go again. They try onto Thompson, Onslaught connects. That's about all they get on Thompson, though. He's fine.
He's gonna be secure now. It does feel like as long as he's got mana with the level, with the attribute shift, he should be fine. He's got a good amount on the stun as well. Just to ensure if the trample's in, he can just hold Exelern back. And overall, a pretty stable start for T1 already. Less than 1k lead going their way. The only real good lane from RSG so far is Exelern's lane, which, to be fair, is the backbone of your team for the most part, but does feel like you're going to want that build up rather soon, or a little bit faster on MKS. Like, this Slark wants some early activity, wants some early Ets and Shift permanent stacks, and it's not really an easy game to get that done here.
Done a great job of catching up in CS as well. Still, Exelern is ahead by 3, but the Morphling in a very good time. His bot lane, MKS, being very cautious now. Ana, level 4 mark, does have Tombstone up at level 1. MKS does not want to feed another kill away here to the Undying if he can avoid it. Again, Roger really hasn't been able to do anything. This is the real positive about the lane switch that happened with T1, is Roger on the Elder Titan just hasn't had a game yet. Just has nothing to do apart from pull the lane. He's trying his absolute best to do so. They've kind of accepted the fact that MKS, he just needs to farm, and Roger, he just needs to give XP to the Slark. Just let him have it.
As much as possible as he can possibly get there. Some movements towards mid once more.
Trample's still going through the Hex. Exelern with the Onslaught going to keep going. Whitemon, he'll Fairy Fire up, will survive. In comes Zephyr, but he cannot break the gap. He's only level 2 on that Clockwork. Nowhere near the level 6 mark yet. It's only 6 minutes into the game. But they do protect Whitemon. So the Lion is going to be able to salve up and walk away. RSG, so far, all their attempts have been foiled by T1. They are not allowing any kills to go the way of RSG.
I mean, really responsive towards the movements out from RSG, and opening up the side lanes makes things worse for RSG's out. I mean, MKS is still having a rough time farming. Xiao Yu isn't getting the build-up he'd want on this Tusk. His early levels aren't quite ramping up as well. And T1 just gets to take control in every way they want to. And Ana's going for that Echo Saber build-up we talked about. So probably just a Shard Echo Saber build. Just run heroes down with a Flesh Golem when that's up and running. And you just don't have anything yet. I mean, they're keeping Xiaobonbon actually just camped on mid, because there's no play with Xiao Yu. And speaking of Xiao Yu,
Trouble top lane. Shard's not going to block them out. Cuckoo, he'll chase them down, secure the kill. Onslaught is there. XC Learn, he doesn't connect, but with the trample, he gets a bit of damage. Problem is Cuckoo will keep chasing. There's your Pulverize, but the damage up, but not too high. Blast off, but Fairy Fire. Cuckoo trying to run with the south. He'll make it. Cuckoo barely making it out. T1, they are refusing to give any openings over to RSG.
Yeah, I think they've gotten a good read that RSG really need this aggression coming through. They even smoke up just to ensure that they can walk away. They've got stacks ready. Learn is not healthy enough for that.
Careful, sir. Pulverize him. Yep, that'll do it. Little bit. We'll have to leave the rest be. Oh no, Zephyr's gonna see them now as well. There you go. Pings them out. Zephyr knows the large ones are still there. XC Learn, you cannot come back for this, sir. Level 3 is up for Zephyr, so he's got the level 2 battery assault. We'll have to back. We'll see if they can steal those stacks away. It looks like Thompson is making his way over. He wants them. Here we go. Enjoy the farm that the Radiant was meant to have, Thompson. Blast off, they try. That's a lot of damage from Zhao Bonbon, but not quite enough to get any kills. Still, they try for Zephyr. They'll find the clockwork, but what does it cost them? Zhao Yu, he's going to try to back, but Thompson, he's on the chase. There's the waveform. Roger shows up. Now the onslaught. XC Learn, trying to help out his task. We'll buy him some space. So Thompson, forced to back away. Still 1-3. RSG, they do pick up their first kill of the game. That'll be something. Meanwhile, KS, he's dueling Ana.
That's pretty brave. Does have level 6 up, so it's harder for him to die. And Ana's kind of out of mana.
Oh, it was a little bit of a bait. The sticky bomb does not end up connecting though. Ana, he will be able to walk away just fine. KS getting a lot more confident to keep trying to fight his mid lane now. Roger gets an Echo Stomp. Allowing T1 to try and get aggressive.
Radiant's top tower
1k
is under
advantage
attack.
for the side of T1. RSG doing a good job of keeping up. Problem is, John, you look at the top 3 net worths on the board right now, they are all cores of T1.
And they've found everything they wanted to. I mean, Ana had a phenomenal lane. Thompson was being equaled by Excellent, but they invested so much onto the mid that there's not much room for Excellent to farm and even get aggressive on. Like, he tries to charge in. Zephyr, just with a battery assault, can just shove that away. And RSG are now forced to play a slower game. Up against a Morphling, up against this core and dying with a mid-game spike. That's not what you want to achieve here. And Xiao Yu's just been static up top, which Cuckoo doesn't mind at all.
Ana.
It just...
KS, he's hitting hard. A lot of essence shift taken. He'll pop the Shadow Dance. Ana still going to have some TP rotations to come in. Cuckoo immediately TP's in. He will not allow that pos one Undying to die. Ana is barely going to be able to survive. Shadow Dance movement speed not proving to be enough with the rotation of Cuckoo.
Yeah, they definitely don't want to give that gauntlet win out to MKS. That's the most important part. Roger being chased around here.
White one. Be able to keep up with Roger, though Roger does walk back to the high ground. Pings are out. They seem to know he's around there somewhere, and now the battery assault is going to connect. Roger, I suppose he had nowhere else to go. That was not his base he was running towards. Caught, and Ana will take his second kill of the game on the Apos 1 Undying.
Dire's top tower is under
What you want to see here for Ana is just, you know, he's still getting that build up. He isn't going for the shard, not queuing that off, but Echo Saber BKB Blink, so just wants to be aggressive and up front. Kind of cut off RSG from getting any safe clump up with how much the Undying gets in the middle of those engagements. RSG, I mean, this slower playstyle, it just doesn't feel like what this lineup wants to do. Like, we haven't seen the productivity of Xiao Bonbon from his techies. He's been showing up mid, but it hasn't been leading to any pickoffs. Neither has Roger had any impact as well on this Elder Titan. So you've cut off what the supports want to do here from RSG on T1 second. It feels like a lot of RSG actually hinges, especially on Xiao Bonbon, to find that early momentum, because once he's ready to go, Xiao Yu tends to be ready to go. We're not seeing that just yet.
Roger, he's going to drop Thompson now. Takes his first kill of the game on the Morphling. Nice little setup there from White One on the Lion.
Dire's bottom tower
Balls just
is
picking
under
up kill
attack.
after kill. RSG slow down a little bit. Buy themselves more time. or MKS to keep that farm going on the Slark. And speaking of the Devil, there is a smoke rotation. In fact, never mind. They're going to find XC Learn on that Primal Beast. Jump on Bond will make the jump in. XC Learn dropping low, but the mind damage, it's quite high. They got Zephyr, but XC Learn's gone. Pick off once again. T1 finding a fantastic trade in Cuckoo immediately. He'll go for the Exo into the mid-tier 1 tower. This is going to be really problematic now for RSG if this goes down. It opens up the map too much for T1. You need more space for MKS. You can't allow the jungle to be taken right now by T1. They'll try to slow it down with the Auto Titan Stomp, but Thompson's not backing off. Neither is Cuckoo. Eventually they may, and they will. But that's a lot of damage being dealt.
It's a good amount of chip out onto that mid-tier 1. Forces Xiao Yu to show up. They're not ready to play with his Tusk. Feels like Xiao Yu is still gunning for that blink first. Into the BKB, into the Axe. With a kickback, you're gonna have a lot more to play with. But as is, and T1 are just working the map so well. They still haven't revealed the finger from Whitemon, so they've got that burst damage ready to go. Zephyr has his hook shot ready as well. And they're just ready to rock and roll. There's really not much holding them back. And for RSG, they're just kind of farming right now, getting some space out. For Exilern, his BKB is being formed up, already has the Ogre Axe up and running. But it just feels like this momentum-based lineup now just needs to stay a little bit passive to get build up, and it just doesn't favor them too much.
Anna, bump up top lane. Snowball is there. Xiao Yu has no stalls to follow up though. Hook shot, oh Zephyr, that's a perfect angle. Finds the hook, right onto Xiao Yu. That snowball is going to cost him his own life. They could have just backed. Maybe a bit of a panic snowball there. He had nothing to follow up with.
I don't think they could have gone for the all-in as well. It looked like Xiao Yu was just trying to poke and prod, but forces out a really big response, and now they're rotating back to mid. They want that tier 1. They've got a big kill, and if they want to, they could probably find it. Exo is still half a minute away, but the damage done to the tower, it doesn't feel like you'll even need that exorcism, and they're just forcing RSG to clump up. They're not giving that much room out for RSG to recover.
Not allowing anything. MKS just trying to farm the Dire jungle. We'll be able to pounce away from Cuckoo. Does have the Diffusal Blade up as well as that Falcon Blade. May start working on towards the Aghanim Scepter now that we do see on POS 1 Slugs quite a bit in this current patch. Could be the way to go, because it does feel like MKS is going to be forced to try and join these team fights very early on.
Dire's top tower.
Speaking of pickups, there's your Echo Saber now for Anna. So he is going for the classic Echo Saber into the Shards build-up, which we used to see with the POS 1 Undyings. Still very, very potent. Very hard to deal with all the zombies spawning up her right, because Zephyr, hook shot onto the Primal Beast. Whitemon's there to follow up, and XC Learn, he cannot survive the damage.
Radiant's middle
That'll be the T1 mid gone. No way to defend it. Top lane, Thompson, he's playing with Xiao Yu. Rotations are incoming. Snowball out from Thompson, right back into the tusk. Xiao Yu, silent stuff is not going to survive either. T1 so far are making this game 1 look very easy.
They've got control from every lane. They win out the laning phase in a big way. They're getting better rotations out. And RSG are just playing super passive with a lineup that feels like it wants to be all over them. But they just didn't get that start they want. They need to buy time for that build-up. MKS is still running up. He is working towards the Ags you mentioned there, Mike. Just start to save up for it. Might find Cuckoo, but doesn't even land the pounce.
Sure, does have the Diffusal Blade, but MKS is popping so much damage. Cuckoo with the Spirit Vessel and the Spirit Siphons.
Dire's middle tower is
really
under
melting
attack.
the Slug very, very quickly. They had a stun or a Hex from Whitemon. That probably would have been a kill. KS, he is fine to back off for now. Definitely needs the Aghanim Scepter, I think, before he gets too involved here. Like, he's not mobile enough quite yet, I don't think, on the Slug to really help out his team yet. I think he just has to accept the time and space being given to him by RSG. And speaking of, they are going to go for a 4-man smoke into the mid lane. They're trying to focus down the POS 1 Undying. Anna falling low, falling very low. They've got him down. Zephyr now in trouble as well. RSG, they'll be happy with this. They just want to back out. It's Cuckoo. We'll try to punish. There's a snowball to turn back around. Xiao Yu, he'll give his life away, but no, the blink away.
Dire's structures
They can't hold him down. Xiao Yu able to save his own life, and they got the big one. They got that POS 1 Undying. Anna's down.
So that's
Radiant's
good news
bottom
for
tower
RSG.
is under
Finally
attack.
finding a kill that
Dire's
matters a
top
little bit
tower is
more
down.
here on their end. Getting some much needed gold out onto Exilern. BKB still a little bit more gold away. Once you've got that up and running, Primal Beast is going to be much more willing to be in that front line for the team. And for T1, well, they're still feeling strong. They're still clumped up. I mean, Finger is on cooldown for a bit longer. Hookshot is ready. And they know that they're kind of trying to group around bot. TP out already from Xiaoban Bon.
Radiant's
Roger's still
courier
around
has
here,
been
though.
killed.
They want that.
Dire's
They're gonna know
middle
as well. The
tower
courier
is under
was sniped. Rocket flare. Go right over the head of Roger. Not the biggest kill in the world here on the Elder Titan. It's just a pos 5, but Thompson, he loves position 5, so he'll move over. Barely misses out. Now sees him. Bit of sidestepping here from Roger. Actually jukes towards the north. Hook shots off the mark here from Zephyr. Rocket flare is back off cooldown, but it's also gonna miss
Radiant's
Roger.
bottom tower
He's
is
broken
under
the ankles of
attack.
T1. And he TP'd right out. Back towards his team.
Radiant's
Into the
bottom
mid lane he
tower has
goes.
fallen.
Can't you waste a lot of time? Yeah.
Whitemon buttoned up, the blast off shards is there. Whitemon pulverized by Exilern. Now the shards out onto Cuckoo. They want the death prophet. Tombstone drop though. Anna, he's gonna move in. The shards blocking them in almost. MKS, oh, he's gonna drop. Thompson has his own shards as well. MKS, he'll get tipped by Cuckoo. And they protect the mid-tier 1 tower.
Hold on, that is a really deep commitment out from RSG. Especially dragging MKS like that. Like, maybe they just feel a little bit strong and protected with the Shadow Dance and Death Shroud. Not quite enough. T1 dipped into the Roshan now themselves. With the Exo committed out from Cuckoo, it's not going to take long. Roshan just absolutely melting. And no options left for RSG to jump in there. Still no key items flying out. Does look like the Ags is finished up on Exilern. So you have a safer time in running in, getting the Pulverize off. But it's a 5k lead for T1. They're hitting these early spikes. The Core Undying already having that BKB up so hard to deal with. And in theory, it's like you said from the draft there, Mike, there is a positive feedback loop where you can just kind of sap away at the Undying who's stealing the stats of your own allies, but that takes time. That takes farm for you to hit that fast, and it's not yet there for MKS.
Scan out as well from T1. They've actually caught RSG on that high ground with that scan. Maybe assuming a smoke might be on the way, but T1 don't seem to react whatsoever to it. They just hang around that triangle. Lane, Whitemon. The MKS underneath that observer ward. Look to back his way out. He's all alone right now. RSG are going to find the ward anyway. To play around too much. Instead, rotations back up towards the top lane where Xiaoban Bon should be all right, but Zephyr's going to be on a bit of a chase here on the clockwork. Rocket Flare and Hookshot are up. Rocket Flare does go over Xiaoban Bon. They do see the techies with the hookshot. Oh, it was actually just too short. It was right on target by Zephyr, but
Dire's
it's like a
bottom
centimeter
tower is
off.
under attack.
Bit unfortunate.
Some space Xiaoban Bon's creating, allowing the rest of
Dire's
RSG
middle
to still
tower
try to
has
get this
fallen.
build up. They even find the mid-tier 1 for their trouble. They're still kind of searching for the techies here.
Bon is going to be okay. He'll TP up. Bottom lane, Whitemon. I think the tier 2 tower. RSG, they are around. They could try to pincer him in and secure the Lion Kill if they wish. Problem is, you are going to be trying to dive the tier 2 tower, and the TP rotations could come out quite fast here from T1 if you're not careful.
Radiant's
They will scout him out. Jump in. Zhao Yu is there with the Walrus Punch. He blows him up. Nice pick up from Zhao Yu. KS now feels free to move into the tier 2 tower. However, top lane, Xiaoban Bon has been caught. Goes for the blast off towards the north. Does he have a TP? Not quite. He just used it. Meanwhile, MKS, he'll go on to Zephyr. On the slant, he'll try with the Shadow Dance. Primal Beast will move in.
Dire's bottom tower
Oh,
is
at
under
least
attack.
find Zephyr. While Thompson is still trying to chase down Xiaoban Bon. He'll go for the onslaught, but there's your Pulverize. Where's Thompson gone? There he is. He's back in. MKS gets blown up. Oh, MKS, he just disappears. Another tip out from Thompson.
Dire's middle tower.
Can I see a replay of that? How much HP did just get deleted from MKS? Jump. Oh, no. Thompson. Oh, here we go. Thompson's doing Thompson things again, John. Here we go, Roger. Next out, they find another. Righto, bring on the replay. Let's have a look.
It's a bit rough right now for RSG. You can see in that fight. They surround Thompson. They get the BKB and the pulverize off. It looks like they might find more. A bit of a fight breaking out on the Exalurn right now as well. MKS, yeah, shot them down. He had the Depth Shroud. He didn't manage to use it.
Oh, Anna, he's onto Exalurn. They try to go for Zephyr. He had the battery assault going. He didn't need it. Anna's here. High five up as well. They're feeling it now, T1. Keep in mind, they've got the shards up on the Undying as well, so you really can't underestimate the damage output of the Undying anymore. Level 15 talent as well with the plus 22 zombie damage. It's rough.
It's pretty tough right now for RSG. I think the key timing they have to kind of build up into now is Xiao Yu's BKB into Ags.
Radiant's courier
Just that
has been
kickback
killed.
can be big in turning these fights. The Ags for MKS is something we've been waiting for as well. He needs to be able to latch onto these heroes from very far away, but the BKBs do kind of ruin that. They are building into that spell. Gianna's had his for a while. Cuckoo has his up and running. Thompson, he's almost done with the Ags, Mike. We're going to have more Fling Ags on hand with the bonus steals. So even more stats stolen, spell app, agi, or strength depending on the hero. Thompson's going to have a lot of play once that's up and running here.
Who do you think he steals from? Like the Slark, maybe? The Slark, the Primal Beast, perhaps? More than likely? What are you thinking?
I feel like you actually do want Primal Beast and probably Tusk, just for the hold. Like, Tusk is very disruptive. Snowball for Thompson, kind of dance around in, it's pretty big. Shards to cut them off is also really nice, so I'd say Tusk might be a higher priority. And the Slark is pretty damn good as well, though. Like, there's nothing for MKS to defend against his own leash if it's turned against him. There's a lot of back and forth play there. Still, RSG, I mean, that Ags time we talked about looks like it's only a part away now for MKS, and you've got the Blink up and running in Exalurn. So you've got some play on hand. They just need to find the right heroes. At this point, it feels like you have to take care of the supports first, but you also don't want a prolonged fight up against Ana. The Undying just grows way too big, so they're gonna have to choose their targets carefully here on RSG with a smoke.
Yeah.
Radiant's
When we go.
bottom
Bottom
tower
tier 2
is under
tower, they'll
attack.
get started. Hobson, he's hitting very hard. You don't even need the Exo for this. You may
Dire's
as well
middle
save it.
tower is under
Jump on
attack.
Pon.
Are scanning.
Does not get spotted yet, but they are having a look around. Rocket Flare is up, but Zephyr, he does eventually commit a jump on Pon. He'll make the jump in. Thompson's the target. Shrek Morphor's there on the Morphling. He's still fine. He'll waveform out. Meanwhile, Anna, he'll move forward. He won't catch anyone. But the Tier 2 tower is still
Radiant's
under
bottom
siege, and
tower
RSG, they find absolutely nothing. Nice attempt, but just not enough follow-up.
They try to go all in, but you're just not able to get enough. Like, this Blink BKB timing's still great from Exalurn, but you're just not ready on everyone else. Your chain control isn't quite there.
Yeah, mid lane, MKS gonna try his absolute best. Walrus punches there, maybe they can get him this time to blast off the pounds away. He's not gonna land the blast off in time. Now the onslaught by Thompson, he'll just go right back in. Look at this, Giga Chat! Absolute Giga Chat is Thompson, as they will find another kill. 2 left on the side of RSG, they will try to run. Cuckoo will voice line the whole time. Oh boy, AK advantage for T1 and RSG. I mean, they're trying. They find 2 supports for their trouble, but it's just not worth the trade.
Definitely not. Big wins for T1. All their core stay alive. They managed to get this really good push down mid. Xiao Yu does have the Ags, so maybe a bit of a reveal here if he wants, but
Radiant's
doesn't
middle
have the
tower
follow-up
has
if he
fallen.
even kicked Hobson back. Still, this is the moment where RSG can have even more play. And that's the timing that we tend to wait for. Xiao Yu can set the plays for his team now with the snowball into the kick. It's all about finding the right targets. Maybe you just play that pick-off game now with the Tusk. You can get that done relatively fast with his hero with the Ags up.
Bottom lane, Anna, he is by himself. This could be an opening for RSG. Shards are on target. The Fusel Blade is there. Anna, he'll pop his BKB. Drop the Tombstone. He's very low on mana now. He'll pop the Fresh Golem though. Trying to fight back. With the Tombstone going, the zombies will follow. Anna, still dropping low. Needs to keep fighting. Snowball is there. Hookshot's not in time. They've got the Pod 1 Undying down. RSG finding a great pick-off now. As Wypon does move in with the finger. MKS is going to drop a great trade. The T1 will just keep going. Roger, he will drop to Cuckoo. Onto more they go. Xiao Yu, the zombies are still following him down. Anna laughing from the grave as Thompson. He'll take the double. Godlike spree for Thompson. 9-0-5.
Wow.
They're getting way too much. It takes so much commitment just to find the Undying. 9-22 now. As RSG, I mean, they get these key items. They try to clump up, but they don't clump up as 5. They still try to work the map. They still try to get that build up. But it does feel like they need that full commitment because T1's just ready to turn. And that was a sickening max range Earth Spike out from White Bond into the finger. Just barely clipping onto MKS on the edge. Just managing to clean up that kill. And for RSG, I mean, this game is just difficult. You know, you've got the BKBs up and running now on Thompson as well. I mean, I still have to see what he decides to morph into. I'd really love to see the bonus stats in place. It just sounds funny and kind of busted, but also kind of not. So I want to see him say turn into Problem Beast, how much tankier he is there. Turn into Slark, how much more attack speed you really have. Could be very interesting to see. With a 9k lead up, T1 in no hurry at all. They've got scaling locked in with Thompson. So down the line, I mean, Undying does kind of taper off, and you can see honest itemization going into the raid pack. So they know that the scaling core is going to be Thompson. We just need to go to utility now for everyone else. For RSG, they're still clumping around here. They still have this kickback ready on Xiao Yu.
Get done with it, MKS. I mean, he's showing signs of brilliance here with RSG. I mean, they are certainly not out of this game yet. Smoke rotation, RT1, they're on the high ground. This is not good news at all. RSG need to retreat. This is not the fight. They're going to try. They have lost Xiao Yu on the tusk, it seems, and Xiao Yu eventually going to drop. Not the worst situation, but now with their pulse 3 tusk down, T1, they are going to rush for the Roshan pit. It is still 15 seconds away, though. A counter smoke now from RSG. 4v5 scenario, they want to go for the surprise. They think Roshan's happening. They'll find out now it's not. A great blast off. It lands on 2. Anna's caught. Wymon, Anna, they're both gone. No buyback for Anna. Wymon does commit his buyback immediately, but RSG, they salvage a pretty bad situation and turn it into a pretty good situation.
It's a nice kill to pick up. Not the biggest in the world, but they do force the buyback from White Bond, and that will force a little bit more caution out from T1. Wait for the respawn on Anna, which will allow the side RSG to play with Xiao Yu. And again, try to go for those kickback plays. He's been gunning for a lot of different heroes. Last fight, he did kickback Cuckoo, but the BKB does ensure that the DP is not going to tie off anytime soon.
He's chasing down Xiao Bonbon. He's got the pounces going, though he needs a few seconds for that cooldown. Xiao Bonbon urges out. They are going to try and move back in. MKS, he cannot man fight whatsoever against this Morphling. Nice try.
That 70 bonus attack speed plus the stolen morph Agi is pretty busted. You can't quite just right click down a Morphling when he takes your form there on the Slark. You won't have the damage or attack speed to kind of match him. So the value on the Ags is already showing itself there, Mikey. Shiva's Guard fully up for Cuckoo now as well. T1 still maintaining the lead in this game, 11-23. RSG. They're gonna have this BKB hook shot.
Zephyr, right in. Stuff was there. Exilert gonna go for the pulverize with the Komo no Mi once again. Looks like Zephyr is gonna be just fine. Is Exilert, he'll get out of there. Meanwhile, Thompson, he'll get to work. He's got that Slark morph again. There goes Roger. Jump on Bond. Blast off for Thompson. Right behind him. What blast off? He comes right back to the Morphling. Here we go again. Roshan is still available. Anna will get started.
It's not going to take long for this one to fall down. Rush number 2, Aegis and Shard are ready to go here. And for RSG, I mean, they have these unique draft ideas. They've been trying out this mid Problem Beast. They go back to the Raji Elder Titan, which I believe is one of his favorite heroes, one of his specialties from his time in SMG and before. But it's not enough. Like, they play such a passive game. T1 wins out all lanes. They've been winning out all the engagements here as well. Their decision making, their initiation from T1's just been very clean. I mean, you're at the point where even just Zephyr coming in solo is already a threat. Like, you might kill the Clockwork, but the follow-up's always going to be there for T1.
T2 top tower gone. I like the transition from Mana as well, John. He picks up a Wraith Pact on the Undying, so he's just acting as a +3 now. He just appreciates that, yeah, Thompson's my real carry this game. I don't feel like carry. Let Thompson do the work. The Wraith Pact, make the team fights even harder now for RSG. And they've been charging it a lot. These pouncies, these onslaughts, these snowballs and blinks in. But going into the Wraith Pact, you're going to be lacking so much damage here now against T1. Gee, 11k behind, they are already lacking quite a bit of damage to begin with. So with the Wraith Pact, it's going to feel quite impossible to fight. What can they do? Like, RSG, well, what do you think they need to build into? Or do they need to buy space, John? Well, what's it all about here to try and make a comeback throughout this game one?
They need pick-offs. Just kill off the supports, start to get some permanent agi built up more onto MKS, you know, drag it out until he gets his level 20 talent. Once he does have that 20 talent in these prolonged fights, the Slark can feel a lot better with the additional agi he can steal out, or even just the attack speed, but probably just the agi. It's difficult to do that. Like, just look at T1's positioning. They are not breaking up as a unit 5. They get a good scan here as well.
They know someone's entering on. They're going to find him as well. Hookshot is there. MKS is just destroyed. Whitemon will give him the finger. More stacks for him now on that line.
Dire's top tower is under
The game
attack.
sense from T1. They just know. They know someone's there. They just can't catch a break here, John. Losing that pos one Slark again. Just getting further and further behind. Feels like they have no way of dealing with the Aegis of Thompson. And if you're T1, you're looking for high ground very soon with this Aegis. I mean, these team fights have been so one-sided anyway. Thompson's currently 8k ahead of the Slark in terms of net worth. There's a kickback onto Ana. He's not really the problem though, and he's too tanky anyway. He's not died. He's moving right in fact. He does not care.
Oh boy.
He's just gonna Giga Chat it up.
Radiant
Hookshot or not, he will take down Roger. How dare you kick the humble god?
Yeah, they can't deal with him. It has to be the sports state kind of pick off first, but there's just no good angles for Xiaoyu to take. The front line's so well protected. They clear out the tier 3. Rack's not going to take long. They could go for Megas. I wouldn't blame them for going for tier 4s at this point, because there's really nothing to stop them. But they'll play it safe on T1's end. Go for the mid set first.
If he's able to get said, he's not get the kickback with the Thompson. So Xiaoyu in trouble. Exilern at least does find a trade onto the line, as Xiaoyu has survived. To run for nothing. Last off is up for the strength ball. It's there from Thompson. MKS now being caught out. He's the one being hunted by Thompson. Hookshot. Zephyr. Where's he gone? Trying to go onto the tusk, but finds the creep wave instead. So Zephyr is going to be sacrificed here by T1. RSG, they'll lose one lane of barracks. They do protect the mid though. They find a couple support pickoffs, and that'll allow them to remain in this game one.
And that's what they need to keep doing. Again, look for these squisher supports. Make the fight a little bit uncomfy for the side of T1. And just try to find a numbers advantage and work your way from there. 12k lead still remains for T1 though, Mike. Pretty massive lead at this point in the game. Although at 35 minutes, it's not the biggest in the world, but a lot of that world is on top. He is so far ahead of everyone else. It's kind of maddening. They're trying to push.
Right. Echo stops there. Oh boy. Yeah. Excellent. Does end up going down. Way out of position for RSG. Obviously, it's desperate times right now, John. You can't quite blame them, but it feels like it's just, you've got to buy more space, I suppose, for MKS. Then again, John, he's 0-6 right now on the Slark. He has not had a good game whatsoever.
No, and I don't think it's really space you're looking for, just pickoffs. You really need to find a backline somehow. Just punish the supports of T1. And again, it provides you openings to deal with these cores, because these cores by themselves don't have the most team fight in the world. You can use that against them, although it depends on what Thompson's form takes, as his morphs have been really impactful.
He has MKS, Lincoln's this time. Lincoln's will be broken. The Walrus kick though never there. Still they'll jump in with the blast off Thompson. He does go down. That'll be the first step of the game for Thompson. RSG, they have found an opening for this team fight. MKS, they'll rush now. Cuckoo, he'll get the fuse up, slowed down. He will force staff away. In goes Xiaoyu, but the kick is onto Waimon and it goes the wrong way. Snowball now back to the high ground for Xiaoyu. In T1, they are not fighting without their Morphling. They'll back. RSG, however, they've got to go. There's no buyback on Thompson. This is the opening they've been waiting for.
That's what they need, and for some reason, T1 in that fight onto the high ground, Zephyr and Whitemon were so far away. Like, they could not come in to help. They weren't there to disrupt the fight. With the hook shots, with the Hex, with the Earth Spikes coming out, it allowed RSG to just dogpile onto Thompson and still have the damage for still.
He won. They're still hanging around. Anna, he'll get kicked back. He does have BKB and the Tombstone. It'll be dropped. Decays are going now. Who have they got? They'll try on to Zhao Bonbon. The Techies has been caught. Will go down. In goes MKS onto Zephyr. As Thompson is there, it will not help the cause. Anna, he's still going. Still stealing strength away, but Zephyr is going to go down as now Waimon. He'll be targeted by XE Learn with the Pulverize. Zephyr, he'll be forced to buy back on the clockwork as XE Learn. He's looking for a way out now. He does not want to be here any longer, but he has no choice in the matter. Zephyr would love to find a little bit more, but does not have hookshot off cooldown. So not a bad fight whatsoever. You force the clockwork buyback, but it costs you 2 lives. That was your mid-primal beast going down as well. Not the greatest fight at all for RSG.
Not the greatest, but a fight they needed. Every time they find a kill, that's still an important win or an important gain for them. You can see in that fight. Look at the minimap. Look at how far Whitemon and Zephyr are. That's what they need to do. Kill the supports, or at least drag them away from these fights, and you can find those openings.
So a replay as well of Thompson getting delayed in that last team fight as well. Just gonna be so careful of this untying. Just too many decays being given back the way of that man. As now a team fight breaks out. MKS has been caught. Still they'll go for a Walrus punch. Zephyr, he does force staff away. Snowball is backing him up, but no, the glimmer came. It'll buy a bit of time. Xiaoyu still trying to look around, cannot find the clockwork. He will BKB TP out. He does not want to stick around. The only person left without a kill on the board here, or rather a death on the board for T1, is Cuckoo. He's 9-0-11 right now, so the offlane DP's having a great time.
He's just had a fantastic time. He's controlling that top lane really well. His item buildup just allows him to be super active. He's got the refresh up, double BKB usage on hand. Very hard to kind of focus in on, and his healing is just insane. There's nothing to stop such rapid healing in this game as well. Now Ana, full assault cures up, even more attack speed to kind of have with the Flash Golem zombies coming out there. It's a full-on Halloween party when On is on to someone. MKS.
One. He'll blink away. MKS gonna be okay. He'll avoid the Earth Spike. XE Learn. He got the Pulverize. Force the BKB from Ana, but there's a hook shot. Zephyr on target again. XE Learn. He'll onslaught away with the BKB. He'll survive for now, and the stomp will hold them back. The Waimon still trying to move him to Xiaoyu. He'll get caught by the Hex, the finger. It's there as well. Xiaoyu's gone. Trying to catch the lion, but does not get so lucky. Bonbon. Last off away. XE Learn, who will onslaught away as well. Zephyr still on the chase, but hook shots on cooldown for another 20 seconds. They are just going to chase with the rocket flare. Keep getting that vision up. Cogs, is it going to be out? Yes, it will. Zephyr connects the Dustin. Meanwhile, mid lane, MKS. Get the BKB TP away in time on the Slark. Bonbon, however, he will not be so lucky. He'll try to run with the Glimmer Cape into the tree line. He might actually make it out. And he does. T1, they're only interested in objectives right now anyway. Thompson into the mid-tier 3 tower. He doesn't care about the support techies. And the techies has no TP anyway. Yes.
Middle barracks are under attack.
To get those essence shifts going. Thompson shows no signs of caring.
Radiant's middle
Could be the mid-rank's gone. T1.
Dire's top
Another objective
tower is
taken.
under attack.
Being up. One lane of Rack's advantage now here for T1. Have to say one thing as well here, Mike. Thompson, with the Ags, if he turns into an enemy Tusk, apparently he also gets Walrus Kick, if I saw that right. So, you know, a free kick back to Thompson in case they need to simplify these fights further on from the side of T1. For RSG, Their options are getting limited. Now it really feels like you're just depending on Xiao Yu to put someone heavily out of position. You still have to take care of these supports. T1. Smoke play here.
And he'll try to scout out the Roshan pit with the Shiver's Guard. There yet, because the Roshan is still about 15 seconds away from respawning. With the 4-man smoke waiting across the river on their own side of things on the Dire side. RSG patiently waiting for someone to be out of position for the kickback. The haste rune MKS. He takes it. In they go. A 3-man comms. Oh, with the tombstone right outside of it. This is not a good fight whatsoever. They'll keep it going though. Banana's got the BKB. The blast off does nothing. Jump on Bond is gonna drop. So will the Primal Beast. Onto Roger they go. Thompson, he'll move right in. That'll be another kill and 3 buybacks committed from RSG. Zephyr setting up the perfect team fight with a 3-man cogs. And now another smoke. Gee, do they know? They might think the Roshan's happening right now. Zephyr will reveal it. Roger, fine for now. Xiao Yu, not so much. Thompson blows him up. There goes the pulverize. It's cancelled by Whitemon. MKS tries to jump the lion. A big blast off by Xiao Bonbon onto 3, but there's no damage. There is just 0 damage coming out from RSG, as they are going to lose 3 more heroes. And in fact, MKS, he's not out of the woods yet either. Thompson's on the chase. He's got the tusk form. He'll chase him down. Pounce was on cooldown. There's your Pounce out now, though. Back into the Roshan pit, I think, for Team 1.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not going to take too long. They've still got EXO. They refresh the EXO just to clear out this Rosh.
Roger.
And should be a fine hole.
He's trying to delay the Roshan happening. He's been caught out, however. Anna's not having any of it. Maimon will give him the finger once again. Roshan, it will indeed go the way of T1. Who gets the Ag's blessing? It seems like it's going to be Cuckoo.
Yeah, I mean, why not at this point? The free Ags, the speed up, push, speed up. This fight with all the little ghosts despawn. Just kind of makes this game a lot faster for the side of T1. RSG, and with those diebacks, I don't know if you have any options. You're at least going to be playing against mega creeps. I still don't see a great defense coming out. If Xiao Yu kicks into the fountain, like twice over, that could stall the game out, but you're dealing with mega creeps. This lineup doesn't wave play all too well.
31k Mantis as well. They'll try to kick back towards the fountain onto Anna, but he's not the problem. The problem's Thompson. He gets the shards off. Xiao Yu is gone. MKS, he'll try for the man fight. Anna's just tanking through it. He doesn't care. He's just standing there taunting him. Right in front of the fountain. Just takes all the damage.
Is under attack.
T4 towers, they're going to be under siege. MKS, he's going to try. He's going to try, but the kick back from Thompson. Thompson. He's styling on the now, John. He is styling on the side of RSG. MKS, he's brought back. In they go. Anna, he will at least drop. They've got the Aegis. Meanwhile, Chalbon trying to slow down the Ancient going down, but the hook shot's there. Thompson just hitting away onto the Ancient. In fact, never mind that. He wants the kills. Pounds towards the south, though. Have they gone too far? RSG, they might punish. Thompson, he'll pop the BKB. He still has the Aegis. Can they at least find that? Thompson, look at this Giga Chat. He'll man fight. There goes the Aegis, though. XE learn with the pulverize. He'll get one down. He'll even find the Aegis of Thompson, but the Ancient's still exposed. We'll get the job done. No more playing around. That'll be it. Game 1 to go the way of T1. A fun matchup between these two, but T1, they were just way too dominant here. Way too dominant.
Yeah, and they go back into that Morphling.
This'll come in handy. Denied.
Denied.
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Haste.
No!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Now's the time, old.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now, nobody
Survived an eruption.
Someday we
Right.
face
This you've been through.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This'll come in handy. Now, nobody wins.
Without consequence.
Amazing what you'll find laying around.
Dire are scanning. top tower is under attack.
T1's turn to ban.
Well, Beast could be one thing to take away now. Mid stuff like the DK, I think for Exilern is one of his best heroes on mid. Something he's
Radiant
performed on
team
along with his
pick.
Ember. It could be safe bans as well. They take out the Faces Void instead for MKS that we have seen rise up. But they've got this opening. If RSG doesn't take the Marcy here, T1 probably just gonna pick it straight up.
Absolutely. See if RSG do want to take it. They have the opportunity to deny the Marcy
10
away.
seconds
Problem is with
remaining.
these kind of
T1's
drafting style is
turn to
you
pick.
don't want to like draft into T1, but you do have to address it, and they do take the Marcy. Luckily, Marcy very, very strong in the meta. RSG, they'll have a fun time running this one as well. So T1, they will not have the opportunity for the Morph, nor the Marcy, nor the Undying. And that means we should see something new coming
10
out from these two
seconds
cores
remaining.
here on the side of T1. Let's see where this draft is headed. You mentioned it
5
last game,
seconds remaining.
T1. Surely they have a few more strats up their sleeves, a few more heroes up their sleeves that we haven't seen yet. I'm very curious to see where they want to go with this.
It's really open. And because of how they're scrimming, because of how close
T1's
to their
turn
chest
to
they're keeping their cards, no one has that much info what they want to do. They go with the Enigma, which
Radiant
is
team
kind of just a
pick.
safe pickup. You could run it support, you could run that for Cuckoo offlane, and this is a more classic T1 draft, right? We see the Trained Protector come out, and that tends to be either Zephyr or Whitemon playing it. They do love that hero equally. So there's some flex here. You could
10
still run the
seconds
Enigma on the
remaining.
support role for one of these two. You could give it to Cuckoo very early on.
5 seconds
But
remaining.
this does just from the first phase, this seems much more manageable. Like the Wombo combo is there, don't get me
Radiant
wrong.
team
Black
back.
Hole and Overgrowth is big. But in terms of kind of figuring out a playstyle from T1, this is the most straightforward they've opened with yet.
I appreciate the Rubik pickup at the very least from RSG. Obviously, one of the best counters towards the Enigma. Always forcing the BKB
10
into the Lincoln
seconds
sphere to make
remaining.
sure you don't give a free black hole away. Back the way of RSG.
5
Also, very
seconds
good
remaining.
Rubik pick here into the Train Protector, right? Like you love stealing Overgrowth as well. Both very, very potent abilities to have on a hero like the Rubik. So far, I think RSG off to a fantastic
T1's
start with this
turn
draft.
to ban.
Yeah, I think they've got the answers to what might come out. I mean, you've got very good spells to steal from the Treant and the Enigma. Of course, Black Hole, it's going to be relatively easy to reach out to here for Shawan Bon. More than likely that here, they still keep it open,
10 seconds
kind of ensuring that the Marcy could be flexed here onto offlane for Xiao
Radiant
Yu or
team back.
support if need be.
T1's
Although it is
turn to
looking like
ban.
you are just running the Marcy and Rubik laning combo now. T1 for their part starting to ban out some bigger heroes. They take care of the Bristleback. RSG respect banning out this Invoker and a problem B. So they are focusing mainly on tops in here. And it does feel like the mid's been their biggest issue, right? Like the Morphling
10
costing the issues last
seconds
time. Ano, not so much. He did turn into more of a
5
tempo
seconds
Undying, although
remaining.
his presence from the early game was definitely felt. But I think RSG has a good guiding
Radiant
post as to what to do
team
now.
back.
Like as long as they take care of some of those freakier mids, tops, and can make work like magic, you should have yourself a better time.
And RSG, these guys are a great team. Can't underestimate RSG whatsoever. Game 1 didn't look amazing for them, but they've adjusted. They've got a new
10
draft going,
seconds
new game,
remaining.
fresh mindset. Speaking of fresh mindset,
5
Hobson, he's having
seconds
a
remaining.
deep think to himself about really thinking about what he's playing this game around. Why not Mid Enigma, Thompson? Why not? I dare you.
Oh God. I don't think so, but never know, I guess, with Thompson. Could just go with something insane like Max Midnight Pulse build or Max Malefice build over Eidolons could be one way. I don't expect that. You never know, I suppose. Never out of the realm of possibilities here for T1.
No.
For RSG, I mean, they're really having to think hard about these bans. Maybe at this point you just ban some of the more standard heroes. Ember Spirit could be one way. We know Ana still plays that here as well. He used to love it on safe lane. So you could still take care of the Ember here, kind of kill two birds with one stone. There's not too much kind of scaring them away here from the bans as well. I mean, it's fairly safe bans from T1, like Winter Wyvern, Bristle. You've got a lot of room to just build up, double down on what core you'd want here for MKS. You've got the Marcy to buff it up. Stuff like Jug feels pretty good. Terrorblade doesn't look too bad for RSG if T1 doesn't ban it in the next phase. So those could be considerations for them as well. But RSG are really taking their time. I think they're really just wondering what the hell is up with this opening.
Yeah, it's a weird one, that's for sure. I mean, they've got three, or either at least two more cores to ban out. We highly doubt it's a Tree and Protector core here. It should just be a white one on that. So they'll get rid of the Zeus. Fair enough. Something I was quite expecting. T1, one more ban for themselves. Not too much reserve time used for T1. They don't seem quite as concerned about this draft. It's a much more standard opening here for the side of RSG.
5 seconds remaining.
Have a bit of a think about it. We saw the Wyvern ban out earlier, so maybe just afraid of a pos 5 Wyvern.
T1's turn
And
to
no
pick.
mid Wyvern could come out. There's your Pango being banned out now as well by T1. We can see the drafts continue. Pango ban obviously pretty damn good against the Train Enigma. Just another way of cancelling off the Black Hole in the middle of these team fights. Let's get rid of that Rolling Thunder opportunity that RSG could have gone for.
10
T1,
seconds
they'll have
remaining.
first pick in the second phase of picks.
Radiant team pick.
And more calls to come out. They could still choose to go for a position 4 pickup for Zephyr, but no, they'll go down the Lone Druid route now.
It's a safe bet. I mean, nothing from RSG really melts that. We saw how fast the Lone Druid can take these objectives. So it looks like
10
T1 might be
seconds
doubling down
remaining.
on that good old T1 playstyle of just make sure your towers never
5
fall with a tree.
seconds remaining.
Get some insane push out for the rest of your team. You've got the Eidolon army. You've got the Bear. Mask of Madness build into Deso. Towers just melt. RSG has some solutions to that. I mean, the Marcy can kind of gun down the Bear, considering how much damage Marcy just naturally has with the Unleash up. So you could still melt it. Rubik with the damage reduction's also
team
pretty
pick.
alright in slowing it down to some extent. They will pick the Death Prophet on their side now on RSG, so that is still flex. I feel like Raji's the kind of guy who would still run a DP5 if he wants,
Yep.
but it could also just be the Exceler in mid. I mean, you don't really see your
10
matchup yet
seconds
here for
remaining.
RSG. So you could just kind of flex it for Raji. He still loves these Stranger
5 seconds
Fives
remaining.
overall. Like, again, last time I saw him on his stream before he joined
T1's
RSG,
turn to
he was
pick.
playing stuff like Ember 5 and saying stuff like that works. So,
Yeah, it
You know,
does.
never
There's
mind.
an Omni Knight. Yeah, Omni
Yeah.
Knight is out now, so that should be the Roger hero. But the thing is, John, Omni DP is extremely potent. We've seen this before. Very hard to control the Death Prophet when he's got an Omni Knight, when she's got an Omni Knight right behind here. And
10
even with the
seconds
Marcy,
remaining.
again, you just love to kind of rebound in. You like to pop that Unleash, pop the
5
sidekick, and just
seconds
get to
remaining.
work. With the Heavenly Grace and Guardian Angel behind you, you're going to feel a lot more safe doing that. Going back to the Death Prophet pick as well, John, I do appreciate it, considering you are up against a Tree Protector. All that bonus armor and HP regen you give to the towers with that living armor. Not going to be so much of a problem anymore with the push that you have from the DP. And it is one of those heroes that naturally does quite well into the Lone Druid as well. So the drafting from RSG, I would argue, is probably a lot better than game one, at least for now.
Radiant team ban.
and it's shaping up a lot better.
Of
And you see the Quap come out here for T1.
What's my laughing about?
Every time he laughs when they pick something up, I keep thinking, are they going to flex this? Is this why they're having a giggle? Are we going to have something weird?
T1's turn
like-
to ban.
I don't know, support Lone Druid, flex that away, run something like Ana Quap? Surely not. Now that is definitely thinking way too outside the box. I mean,
Is
just a mid Quap versus DP sounds like a pretty good matchup. It does feel a bit too much to go that
10
way. I mean, we
seconds
did see a
remaining.
support Quap, to be fair. You know, we did just see that recently, which
5
means
seconds
Cuckoo might
remaining.
be able to maybe just take something like a tree and offlane if you really wanted to. Or the LD offlane, but I doubt you kind of go that route. Like one of these, Well, one set of
Radiant
two here has
team
got to be the
ban.
supports for sure. And RSG, this doesn't look like as much of a unmanageable matchup. Although the magic damage output of T1 kind of nullifies the Guardian Angel. Like you've got Sonic Wave, Black Hole. Those are pretty good already, even if that
10
saving spell comes out
seconds
from the Omni
remaining.
Knight.
Well, final banouts are here, Jonathan. They are upon us.
5 seconds.
My question to
remaining.
you, RSG, they are lacking a position 1 right now. You'll see T1, they do ban out the Terrorblade for now. Is there a particular pos 1 you think that fits the bill very good for RSG in this draft?
Seeing a straightforward pick, maybe.
T1's
I mean,
turn
the
to
Slark
ban.
didn't have the best of times. The Slark could still be all right with the protection of the Omni Knight. Jug could be one way. And you naturally build into a Maelstrom. You can clear out the Eidolon army. Omni Slash gives you some options to play.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe you go a little bit strange instead. Luna could be
5
one way to
seconds
get
remaining.
that push accelerating on RSG's end, although we don't tend to see a lot of Luna nowadays. Weaver's not really the most slippery. I mean, it is, but you've got Overgrowth and Black Hole,
Radiant
so you
team
should
pick.
still be able to intercept a Weaver at some point if you wanted to go that route, and they do ban the Life Sealer instead, which can make sense. I mean, Life Sealer plus Marcy is pretty damn strong here for MKS. Just ensure that you don't have that option to rage out of Overgrowth as well. Can be annoying, or
10
just rage
seconds
out of
remaining.
control in general outside of Black Hole. Or she's gonna have to show
5
first. So
seconds remaining.
T1 can adjust very nicely here.
T1's turn to pick.
Much reserve time left here for RSG, only 3 seconds, and they are going to go the Troll Warlord route. I mean, that's fair enough. You can build up into the Dispel build up as well, right? With the shards on Troll Warlord these days, and it is a nice way of getting out of the root of the Lone Druid, I believe. So, and the Overgrowth even. So it could work out that
10
way.
seconds
Against the
remaining.
Lone Druid, you catch yourself, kind of
5 seconds
in a bit of an
remaining.
awkward pickle. At least you have the Battle Trance. Even against the Quap, the Ensnare is going to be quite nice. Troll, not one of the strongest pos 1s, but again, with an Omni Knight behind him, with that Natural Dispel as well, it could just be the way that RSG needs to go. Because there really wasn't many pos 1s left that could deal with what the draft of T1 is trying to do. As I see smiling faces once again, what are T1 thinking? What are they picking up? Something's happening.
Oh yeah.
Are we going to see something
Again.
cheeky?
Whenever they have those big smiles on their face, I just feel like they have something up their sleeve, or maybe they're just joking around. They're like, "Oh, this is gonna be easy," or something like that. Or Whitemond's just saying something dumb. I know, but the possibility of them just doing something crazy is the one that's always on my mind. Like,
Just noticed as well. We
Yeah.
haven't had the pleasure of seeing Whitemon snacking this afternoon either, which is very
Select
no
your
snackmon for
heroes.
us, as they are going to go down the Razor route. So nothing too cheeky going on, just pretty standard. Razor against Troll Warlord, though not a very fun matchup for the Troll. You just get static linked. It's kind of rough. Anna's going to take the Lone Druid pos 1, tops in the mid Quap, so nothing crazy going on here. It is going to be a support Whitemon Enigma, though. So a pos 5 Enigma to come out, Zephyr playing the pos 4 Treant, and Cuckoo will be taking the pos 3 Razor. Again, pretty nice pickup, though. Against the Troll Warlord, it's just not going to be a very fun time.
it's certainly not. My one concern for T1 is a general lack of control outside of these ultimates. Like, you are relying pretty much just on the bear rooting people up. Outside of the Overgrowth and Black Hole and the Malefice. Malefice not the lowest cooldown in the world either, once you commit that onto a hero. So it does feel like RSG is going to have a little bit more play here. Although T1's lineup can still get really aggressive if it gets off to a fast start. RSG should be able to hold out a little bit better. But if T1 plays to that same tempo from last time, and, maybe stall out a little bit more from the laning phase, but say hit some early BKB timings here on T1's end, I think RSG still has overall the same issues that present itself from game one. Like, it is certainly a lot more predictable as to what T1 will want to do. Nothing strange like the core Pons 1 Undying, like the mid Morphling. They have managed to take that scariness away from T1, but I think even with a more straightforward draft, T1 still looks pretty scary to deal with.
I'd agree with you on that. At very least, it should be a closer game number 2, and I would agree with that as well. I think the drafts are much more even going into this game number 2, and we'll see. It's all about how you perform So we are going to head into game number 1. John, 4 predictions to be made, so we need the guaranteed answers for some battle pass points. What are you thinking?
Time of first tower destruction, can see it around 8 to 11. There's a chance for sub 8, but 8 to 11 is always the safer bet. Player with the first triple kill. It's pretty hard to call. Maybe Thompson. Player with the highest total magic or pure damage done to heroes at game end. Oh, Igma can get a good amount done, or Exilern can. Magic, but perhaps still Thompson. First player to get 15 denies. Wanna lean towards rough, but maybe Anna. There you go.
Thank you, John. You sound
30
very confident with those
seconds to
predictions. I appreciate that.
Absolutely not.
We move into game number 2. Bit of a group up here from RSG in that dire jungle. 5-man group up here, looking to maybe secure a first blood in an early team fight. They do draw a line down towards the other side of the map, so they really want to force this fight. Tier 1 off guard. 1 on the other side, not going to get caught out. RSG, they've run out of time anyway.
The battle begins.
There was an observer ward watching their position all along, so it won't really matter. It's going to be a 2-for-2 trade on the bounty, so another nice even start between these two teams. And as per usual, John, let's start off with the mid lane here. You're going to have Exilern on his signature Death Prophet flying out. He is going to be against the Queen of Pain of Thompson. Of course, last laning stage, Exilern was trying extremely hard to be aggressive against the Morphling with his Primal Beast. It did not work out in his favor. This laning stage, John, at least in terms of hero matchups, what do we think?
I think it's actually pretty even. Like, DP tends to win out most mid lane and matchups. You play with a Spirit Siphon fairly well, and you can just kind of clear out the creep wave very nicely with a Crypt Swarm. But Thompson should be able to trade nicely as well with a Shadow Strike. He gets a little bit of healing. He's going to have some wave clear with Scream, and he's going to have the Blink in comparison to Exilern, who doesn't have mobility on hand. You can already see Exilern dropping fairly low from the back and forth there. Gonna have to kind of juggle around at regen. Rune advantage should be onto Thompson as well if he does manage to get the value point in the blink. So it should be smooth sailing for him unless a support rotation comes in and catches him off guard.
What about that bot lane, Jonathan? You're going to have Zephyr, Cuckoo. They'll be against Zhao Bonbon and Zhao Yu. So the lane switch up is there. They naturally don't want to have to lane the Troll against the Razor. Make sure that does not happen. It's not so easy for Zhao Yu anyway on the offlane Marcy, but at the very least you do have a nice way of escaping with the rebound. That's what they're kind of playing off here. Even if you don't have that, you at least have the lift back of Zhao Bonbon to help you out. But it still should be a rather dominant lane here for Cuckoo and Zephyr, it feels.
Yeah, they should still have a lot of play. Once they're kind of able to just run down, get some slows off with a Plasma Field, and kind of connect that with Nature's Grass, they could look to just chase down a hero, still have a great time in lane. Cuckoo's finding some farm. He's not slowing down Xiao Yu, but the earlier build-up for the Razor does feel like it's going to show up a little bit more. It does hit his level 6, but I can't just melt these heroes, but there's a weird back and forth when you are Marcy versus Razor. Like, you have to choose whether or not you save a rebound for a retreat or for an offensive move.
Very, very true. Of course, that final lane up at top lane, MKS copying a fair bit of harassment here from Anna's Spirit Bear and Whitemon with those Eidolons. Roger is going to be there, so chances are he should not die. Even if he does get caught by the root of the Spirit Bear, should have the Heavenly Grace to save, so MKS should be just fine in this top lane. Farm, so far, they are pretty much on par. 7 for 7 in terms of CS between these two position ones. And so I imagine this is going to be a pretty standard kind of farming lane between the two heroes. Roger. Bit of damage here from Whitemon, but they do farm up quite a lot of those Eidolons, and that's going to be some nice gold to go back the way of MKS.
It's a decent amount of gold to come out. I think you're still all right with that. The Eidolons aren't worth too much, and Ana, as long as he's not the one being jumped on, it's fine.
Bot lane, drops low. Verifier is going to be there. Zephyr, he'll salve up. He's barely going to survive. No first blood to go the way of RSG quite yet.
Trying to be aggressive, and I do appreciate that. They've got the level 2 rebound. They've got both the Telekinesis and the Fade Bolt, so they can try to run someone down. It's just Tree and Protector is also fairly tanky. Again, if you do land on the wrong spot of the map, the slows coming out from the grass, Plasma Field will allow Cuckoo to turn, so kind of need to temper your aggression. Thompson's starting to comp a little bit more from mid. Is starting to find his spacing here with the levels up on the Crypt Swarm. He always has a bit the threat of the rundown and Spirit Siphon. The value point and Blink is up. But when you're trading with Shadow Strike versus trading with Crypt Swarm, it does feel better for the Death Prophet there.
Oh, I love myself a duel. Here we go. The gauntlet's up again between Xiao Yu and Cuckoo. The offlaners having a go at each other. I do agree with your point though. I mean, Exilern's having a really nice time this mid lane. Mind you, he was leading in CS last game around as well against the Morphling on the Primal Beast, but this is much more dominant so far. 21-8 compared to 15-0 of Thompson. Exilern again, he's very strong when it comes to playing this Death Prophet. He's already off to a fantastic start.
Gonna have a good timing onto the 6. We'll see if that's something RSG will be able to group around. I think the one issue for RSG in playing around with something like that early timing from Death Prophet is that your support duo isn't the most active. Your rotations aren't that scary, and they'll try onto Whitemon just a bit here.
A bit of crack, they don't have any more slows, and Anna is going to cut them off. MKS does get rooted up by the bear, but does have the whirling axes. Just avoid the bear going any further. Really trading farm, a little bit of harassment being traded as well, but no kills to come out topside either. At the very least, MKS, with all these Eidolons he's been farming, his CS is looking pretty darn good right now. He's 25-11 compared to the 18-6 of Anna. But again, I do think a lot of those are going to be Eidolons.
And in terms of net worth, he is up there as well. All the cores of RSG are finding a much better time in their lanes and getting that initial farm up. So the slower pace is starting to benefit them, although...
Mid lane, Link Away is going to be there. Zhao Bon Bon trying to get active here with Exilern. They don't have any points in the silence, though. Had they had 1 point, that probably would have been a kill on Thompson. Decide to go for the level 3 Spirit Siphon instead, and Thompson, oh, he blinked right into Zhao Bon Bon. Where's the vision? Thompson, he's going to drop. Cheeky plays from RSG. First blood to go the way of the Radiant. Wow. You love to see that position.
Just sneaks behind. He knows Thompson will likely try to just get more, and he punished really well. Exilern getting some good damage off onto Zephyr. Might not have enough for the full kill, but he has the Exo.
He does have the Exo. Into Zephyr he goes. The action does begin. Meanwhile, Whitemon barely able to TP away on the Enigma. Zephyr doesn't look so lucky, but Thompson, he's here to try and help out. Exilern, who abused the Spirit Siphon on the creep wave and be able to survive a little bit longer. Thompson not at that level 6 mark yet, so couldn't throw Sonic Wave out to finish the job. And somehow Zephyr, off the back of Thompson, will survive.
They do force Exilern to just TP all the way home, though. So the Exorcism doesn't actually do much onto that mid-tier 1. Satisfied about that for your tier 1. You don't lose your support. You did drop Thompson, but you stop that push, and that does feel like a lot of the momentum of RSG. It's gonna have to wait for another cooldown to go off first.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Mid lane, trying to be a little bit more aggressive here on the quad. Force out the glyph here onto the tier 1 tower. Top lane, Anna. Spirit Bear is falling low, but here come the rotations. MKS out of position, trying to harass Anna, but this may cost him his own life. The Nature's Grasp, the Malefice, it's all there, and MKS is going to go down. The highest CS on the board has died. Anna, he'll be the one to take the kill, and that's going to feel very good for that lone Druid. Trouble. Goes is there, Xiao Yu. He has plenty of damage with the sidekick, but not while the static link is gone. Cuckoo, very confident with that living armor to back him up as well. He will not drop.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just goes back to that weirdness of having Marcy versus Razor. Like, you can save the rebound to get away from static link, but to go onto the Razor or anyone else, you need that rebound up. So it just feels like the Razor has the edge there every single time, forcing that choice out. See it there?
Time looks around. No level 6 timing yet on the Enigma. He's only level 3, so Exilern is going to be happy enough to keep chasing Whitemon, and it looks like he's got himself another kill. Very nice pick up there from Exilern as Thompson. He's going to try and chase down Roger. Sonic Wave is up, but Exilern's going to make it very hard to chase him down. Death Prophet, so far so good. 1-0-1 is the score line of Exilern. Laning stage has gone extremely well against Thompson, and just waiting for the next Exo to maybe start pressuring that mid-tier 1 tower again.
few seconds away from that cooldown. They're really dragging a lot of supports in. They just can't get too much done. Exo's up. Whitemon, he only really has the Malefice to scare them back. And it's not enough to really stop Exo.
Silence is there. They'll blow up Thompson. Nice slip there from Zhao Bonbon, and XE Learn this time with the 1 point in the silence is going to have plenty of controllers now. Zhao Yu does rotate. Whitemon gets caught out. That's going to be a second. This is more like the RSG we know and love, John.
Dire's
They're
middle
in
tower
form.
has fallen.
I think all they had to do was really just force T1 to play a much more standard game. No messing around with a draft, nothing too strange, and this is just straightforward RSG. They got a strong lane for Exilern. He plays these tempo mids that just kind of focus on objectives, just like his DK as well that he excels on, and they just kind of focus in on him. They have really good saving supports, decent enough hold coming out from Zhao Bonbon, and now they swing up top. MKS, he's gone level 1 fervor, so it's not the fastest progress, but still more than enough to kind of work through the loving armor if they want.
Absolutely. AS, he'll get to work. Smoke is out from T1. They are trying to rotate up towards that top lane. T1 are trying to buy a bit of time. There's the glyph out. Through the dire jungle, Thompson and Whitemon, they are sneaking up from the backside. Problem is, Zhao Bonbon is there to break the smoke and not allow the pincer maneuver that T1 was trying to go for. Nice deny though from Zephyr. He does at least get the T1 tower denied off as Zhao Bonbon is running. Heavenly Grace does buy him a little bit of time, but Thompson will eventually take down the Rubik, even finding the Courier of Roger. But if you're RSG, you're very happy with that trade. You got the top T1 tower, even if it was denied off. Who the hell cares? It's enough.
Open up the map more. You can invade that forward part of the top jungle. Give MKS a really good spot to farm in as he builds into this Battle Fury. And the Battle Fury, it makes sense because you do feel like this could be a longer game with a lone druid. Speaking of, Ana.
Still is there. Pon has got his own spirit bear now. It's even green. Look at that, Jonathan. You don't see that too often. A green bear coming out from Zhao Bonbon. They'll lift up the other. And the spirit bear, well, going down, is going to try for a TP away. Anna, oh, he's going to make it. No roots coming out from the spirit bear of Zhao Bonbon. Well, that's not very nice.
That's very unfortunate. I wonder if you're a Rubik and you steal the bear, do you try to save it the entire time and give it your farm? I mean, you're not gonna farm up, but sounds funny. Probably not. I mean, Zhao Bonbon is working towards the Ags. Can have a nice set of spells to steal out, especially from, again, Whitemon when he eventually finds a 6.
I just have to say off the back of your point there about the Rubik Spirit Bear. There was a bug once, wasn't there, where you had Rubik Spirit Bear, and if you give it items, the items just disappear forever?
Yeah.
I don't know if that ever got fixed, John. I don't know if it ever got fixed.
It's true. Why is it normal colored when it gets disarmed? That's funny. It's not green anymore when it's out of range, so
it's a feature.
Alright. Does it stay if you steal a different spell? Surely it does, right?
I don't think so. Never mind, we'll find out later. Roger, he's gonna drop mid lane. XE Learn, he might have the Spirit Bear this time from Anna. Goes to chasing. Never mind, it will survive as now the Sonic Wave. Thompson gonna push back the Death Prophet. In comes a new Spirit Bear. And XE Learn, he will be punished. Anna, he'll take a double kill on the Lone Druid. That's a big pick off here for T1.
That's a lot of gold to funnel out onto Ana. Working onto that Desolator timing we talked about earlier, once that's up, these objectives will just melt. And they're starting to make moves onto that mid. Whitemon still at 5.5. No threat of Black Hole to kind of sustain them through this. They will force out the Fortify and the rotation out from MPS, but they are making moves on.
Yeah, bot lane, Cuckoo dropping low, the living armor keeping him alive, though Thompson now dropping low as well. Zhao Yu, he's dropping the lowest, however, on the Marcies. He does try to run, but the Shadow Strike and the Scream from Thompson, barely within ranges now. He's gone a bit far, but the Fairy Fire is going to keep him alive. Zhao Yu cops the tip from Cuckoo. Cuckoo will not drop here on the Razor. That'll be another 2 kills the way of T1.
They're starting to feel themselves getting some aggression out, while RSG kind of wants to play that farm game. RSG has to work as a unit. You can't afford to kind of just have Exilern and Roger just run up by themselves. Like, there's not enough play outside of the sustain game for the Death Prophet. You do need some damage up, you do need some additional control. Xiao Bonbon does provide, you kind of want to play as a unit of 3 or 4. You're at the point where Xiao Yu, once this BKB is up, should be a lot comfier and trying to join together, so you're really just buying space for MKS at that point. For T1, they managed to really give Ana space. They're just running away from where the Bear's playing, allowing this farm, allowing this build-up. Number 2 in that fort on Ana. And again, once that Deso is up here, I mean, these towers are not going to last too long. You've got the Black Hole ready on Whitemon now as well. It's a little bit of a threat, and you still have to watch for Xiao Bonbon. That additional hold is ready if need be.
That it is. He won't have anything like a blink or a BKB on Whitemon, but it is that added factor, just that P factor, right? Of where's the Enigma? Have we got a stun ready for it? Where's our Rubik? Is he ready to steal the spell? Speaking of that Rubik, John, I just realized Xiao Bonbon has an Ags queued up and is trying to farm it.
Yeah, he's had it queued for a while, and he's been trying to save up for it. It's progressing nicely enough, and just the Ogre Axe at least makes you a little bit more durable as well. And again, he has a lot of spells to steal. He's a lot to work up towards. Question is whether or not he gets that fast enough. This game just feels a tiny bit slower for RSG. They're not really able to snowball too much. He might find Ana if he's not careful, but he does run off at the right time.
True form. John looking to cut him off, but he's just an Omni Knight, so hard to catch Ana while the tier 1 bottom tower still stands. Back their way out, and on the brighter side for RSG, even if you don't catch the Lone Druid, MKS is still out farming the Lone Druid right now and has the Battle Fury up. So his farm is set to escalate a lot quicker on the Troll Warlord. We're working onto the BKB, into the Aghanim Scepter. We'll have the Dispel with the Ags as well. Very, very effective here against the side of T1. Okay, yes, very important. He maintains that net worth lead.
He's getting the space he needs as well. I think T1 does have information as to his farming patterns. That forward triangle works great. Rotating mid.
Very DP from XE Learn. He does have Roger behind him, and that's going to give him the confidence to be in that position. And now the rebound, Cuckoo. He tipped earlier. Is he going to drop? Overgrowth is out. That'll put a hold to everything. Even the Exo pop, they really want this Razor. Xiao Yu chasing desperately. Even the silence on the Razor, but Cuckoo's fine.
You are dead.
Walks right out.
Dead.
And they are going to get nothing out of this Exorcism being
Radiant's
popped.
bottom tower is under attack.
Massive. It's a long cooldown spell. Archie might feel pressure to rush. The scan does spot them in that area. They will go in. Thompson's got a flank. There's a ward that does spot him out here, though.
Who very forced to try and make this Roshan play because the Exo was used. Thompson, oh, he's under vision. He gets lifted up. The silence there as well. Thompson, he's a big pick-off, but he still gets the blink away. Xiao Bonbon chasing him down, but cannot cancel the TP. So this does open up the Roshan once again. Problem is, Exo is now gone. So it's up to MKS to get the damage out with Xiao Yu. More TPs incoming. Roshan very low now. You don't have the pop to click in and try for a steal. Plasma Field is there, but it's too late. Roshan, it did patch for a moment, but MKS still picks up the Aegis. Even the Guardian Angel being popped is now Cuckoo. He'll rush in. XE Learn in trouble. Roger's already gone. The DP will drop as well. Cuckoo will take it. At the very least, RSG do secure the Aegis. Or even Roshan was trying to help out T1 there. John with that final hit bash. Leaving the Aegis on the deck. Luckily, Thompson, he was not around to take us out. MKS gets slowed up.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
He's not going to get dived past the tier 2, though.
Dire's top tower
For
is under
T1,
attack.
that still feels bigger for them. They find a kill on the mid. They take over the triangle. They should know there are a couple of wards now in this area. And you're at the point where Ana with the Deso can just melt these objectives on a turn. Still TPing out, trying to find punishment.
Get the Spirit Bear. Slow is there. Ana, try for the respawn if he wishes. We'll go for the Fear instead. Still running. D1 is around if they really want to force a fight. Spirit Bear is just casually walking away. Zephyr is out with the Overgrowth as well. He might just pop it. It's a great position for T1, but they don't even need it. Xiao Yu's gone. T1 will just slowly creep their way back towards the Radiant Triangle as the Spirit Bear's giving all the vision. They won't find anything else though.
No need to rush. They're Saving up for some spikes, Whitemon could just rush into the blink here. He's got 2.3k in the bank. We have not seen him have to use the black hole. He does opt for the mech instead. I'm probably just going for, going straight for the raid pack right afterwards. All aura here, not even needing the black hole this game, as the threat for Rubik is annoying. With the Aegis still on hand on RSG though, he might force something.
One looking to tank the gank here for the team. Does end up going down. Quick pick off here from RSG. Finding the pos 5 of T1. You'd love a bit more if you're RSG. For a bit of a chase, but we'll find nobody else. Though I say that, Cuckoo, he
Dire's
will be
middle tower
eventually
is
spotted
under
in the dire triangle, but they're not in a position to make the jump in. In fact, rebound is there now. Xiao Yu, he'll go in. Cuckoo, this time, alone for now. Has the living armor. There's your overgrowth. Zephyr, he will not be able to save the day. They will take him out. Cuckoo is gone, and now XE learn. He wants a little bit more. They'll catch Zephyr out on the tree, and that'll be a second. And with the XO up, RSG, they should have an opening to this tier 2 mid tower. T1, can they defend this? Anna's popped the true form. It looks like they're going to try and slow this one down. Super in. Fear is there. Sonic Wave will find Roger. That's the Omni Knight. Now the roots around the stairs locking down the
Radiant's top
Marcy.
tower is under attack.
There is no escape. No tier 2 tower to go for RSG. They will be forced to retreat.
That's a great defense coming out for T1. It looks a little bit wonky, dropping your supports like that, but of course do have enough in them to just kind of get it done themselves. RSG, Aegis still stands for 2 minutes. They're trying to get something out with it, but it doesn't feel like MKS can just fully commit with a secondary life. His BKB is almost done, 300 gold away. That could be the timing for RSG to kind of start playing off the back of this troll. But as T1's just allowed to drag this game, I mean, Battle Fury Troll is still losing out to the Lone Druid of Ana. Fire is still ramping up on this Lone Druid. The bear is just becoming this massive threat. AC is almost done on Ana, and once that bear is set, it's kind of ready.
KS, not able to lock down Thompson. Xiao Yu is looking for a rebound angle. Is going to go in, but misses Zephyr. Dust was there, but that also misses. Now they'll see the tree, but he's okay to back off. RSG, they just want the tier 2 mid tower. Living armor makes it so hard with all that bonus armor being provided. He's still trying. Xiao Yu with the jump in has found the Zephyr tree and will take him out.
Dire's middle tower has
Great
fallen.
place from RSG. Can they force high ground? MKS seems like he wants to try. There is 45 seconds left on this Aegis. Rebound is out from Xiao Yu, but Cuckoo, he does avoid it.
Radiant's
The all
bottom
MKS
tower
dropping
is
rather
under
low.
attack.
Aegis only 30 seconds away from expiring, and they don't want to risk it anymore. In the meantime, as you can see, Anna, he was split pushing the bot lane, but Bon is there to defend on the Ruby.
Can't quite just freely take objectives just yet. Ana still has to keep his body a bit close. Probably not going to be going for the Axis game as well, unless the game goes ultra late. So we'll have to watch himself a little bit more. With the opening from mid RSG, they have some play potential. They've got a little bit more map control, maybe slightly easier Roche access if they do manage to find the outpost in top jungle. E1 for their part, I mean, they're still in a pretty comfy spot. They're not far behind, less than 1k lead. Most of that in the 4th core matchup from Excellerin, really. That seems to be where most of the farm differential is at, along with Bon. Here from T1, they've got all their spells ready. We haven't, again, ever seen the black hole from Whitemon because of Bon's presence. So there is still that threat if you somehow find a fight without Rubik here.
So only 8 to 12. It's been a very slow game between these two teams. We've seen pickoffs here and there, but no massive team fights broken out yet. No 5-on-5s is what I'm saying here. John and Xiao Yu. Goes down to the Marcy, but he's got a BKB. Nice rebound down. They got the overgrowth to lock him down, but Xiao Yu now looking for a turnaround. Has found Cuckoo. Will force out another BKB. It's Whitemon on the side. Ready with the black hole with the silence. He's going to put an end to that. They'll lift up Whitemon and take him out. Sonic Wave even being committed, and now Anna. Hit a few times by the Marcy, but Doesn't really take too much damage. He's looking to back up, but RSG are not. They will go for a chase. They've got the 4v5 advantage. They know the ultis are down. They want a bit more. Anna, he's going to try and fight back with the Heavenly Grace and the Guardian Angels. They are there. Fear is out there from Anna. He'll force them back once again. Xe learn. He'll keep trying for the Spirit Bear, but it's still not going to be enough. Instead, the rebound, it will at least land onto Cuckoo. But these living armors make everyone so tanky. Nevertheless, RSG surrounding him by 5. They will take him out. The Zephyr, he's in again. Going for a bit of a rule to jump on Bond. Now Thompson, MKS, he's in danger. Forced to pop the battle trance. Will go on to the Spirit Bear. And eventually should find it. And will Varana. He'll respawn the bear now. Back on a Roger. They've got the Omni Knight. That'll be 1 down. T1 looking for a bit more. Will start rushing as Cuckoo. He'll voice line from the graveyard. In goes Thompson. On to Xe learn. A great nature's grasp. Holding to them down. Jump on Bond. He's got the fear out. It's not going to be enough though. He will drop to Anna. And they'll even find Xe learn. RSG, they are trying so hard to punish T1, get maximum value out of these fights, but T1, they turn it every single time.
It feels like RSG is just over-committing for these prolonged fights. Once you found those key pickoffs, once you pop that Guardian Angel, you don't have much more play left. T1, a pretty low cooldown spell, so they've got this really jumpy quap from Thompson that you don't have the best control for. And you just kind of have to temper yourself here. You don't even have this BKB on Excellent. So it's not like your DP can stand front line that safely yet. You don't have the... I mean, you have some good sustain coming out from Roger, but, you know, it's not like the big flash heals, although...
Here we go again. Battle Trance is available for MKS. So there's 5 heroes from T1 moving in. Big Sonic Wave out with the fear. There's just no chance. Anna and Thompson, they'll take down 2. With the T1 group up toward the top lane. AC finished on the bear. It's time to maybe go for another T2 tower. First T2 tower. They will rotate mid lane instead. Maybe just not ready for it yet. As long as they're farming, they'll be happy. You are up against a Troll Warlord after all, and against the Lone Druid, against the Razor, it's not the most amazing matchup when you get into the late game for the Troll.
No, it's not an easy one for MKS, and they just kind of set themselves up for that. Cuckoo's last pick Razor just works out well on this draft.
Now, Zhao Yu, that's aggressive. He does have a BKB. He's got the Omni Knight to Heavenly Grace. They will put an end. Tier 2 push going on. Plenty of damage being dealt, but not quite enough to finish the job off. Zephyr, Wayne might just be a little bit annoying, but Zhao Yu seems to know he is around somewhere.
Wow.
Zephyr though, gives him the bok and just TP's right out of there. No problem. So state of the game now. Into 17. T1 1k ahead. RSG, they've been putting on a great performance, much better than game number 1. Still feels like T1 are favored in this game too, based on how the game's going. But is there anything in particular you feel RSG need to do to really try and start dominating this game too?
Like, they have been finding the support duo just fine. I think they need to be able to maybe put a handle on Thompson or Anna. Like, you need to stop this Quap from just jumping in and out. Your hold for the Queen of Pain isn't particularly amazing. Like, you have to be able to land this long duration silence up from Excellent on the DP, and then just hope to goodness that MKS can get some roots off in between as well, to kind of just get that damage off. And once you do take care of Thompson, you do lose that disruptive factor in these fights. The Ag's fully up now as well on MKS, as you've been calling out, Mike. So the Self Dispel and the Enemy Dispel on hand here for the Troll to play with should give more tools for MKS to kind of do what he wants in the middle here. But T1, when they just play it safe, they keep getting that farm up, they keep getting the build up. Once Cuckoo has this Heaven's Halberd, your window for MKS just becomes pretty damn tough to find.
It is. It certainly is, John. That Halberd's going to pay a lot of dividends here. Going to pay a lot of dividends for T1, I'm sure. Fun fact, Jonathan, this whole game, I don't believe we've seen one black hole being committed here by White Bot now. It's a bit sad for Zhao Bonbon. In fact, hold that thought. Zhao Yu made a jump in, but will make a jump right back out. But for Zhao Bonbon, he hasn't even had the chance to steal the spell yet.
Yeah, I think Whitemon really understands and respects just how well Xiao Bonbon can play that Rubik. Black Hole, it's not the hardest spell in the world to steal either. So you just play it safe. You don't give that opening for RSG. It feels if RSG had something like the Black Hole, these team fights would end up way differently. And the fact that T1's been finding these wins without having to use that team fight control means that, well, if you didn't need to cast it before, why start casting it now?
Dire are scanning.
I banned Smoke. RSG. They get some wards down on the high ground, but that's really about it. T1 are still holding their own dire jungle high ground, so they seem more than comfortable just waiting for this smoke to come in. Instead, RSG are going to try and force the Roshan. The Eidolons, they had vision of this. T1 is well aware Roshan has been started. Second Roshan of the game. There's that halberd you brought up earlier. Kuku's got it up now. That's going to make life a lot harder for MKS. Bashes out from Roshan. Sounds there. Zhao Yu, he'll jump in. Whitemon will drop immediately. A nice start for RSG. No Enigma to worry about. T1 still trying to move in. Roshan getting low. There's a Sonic Wave out. Thompson! He takes the Aegis away from MKS! Oh, here we go. Zephyr, he'll pop the overgrowth. Still RSG, they are winning this team fight. Thompson, he'll blink away with the rebound. Zhao Yu, he's having none of it. He wants to punish Thompson, but he's the one to go down. In we go, Anna. He'll rejoin the fight. Spirit Bear rushing. He wants something for his trouble. Xiao Bonbon might just have to be the target, but he'll get Blinker. Nice spell still away from Xiao Bonbon, but Thompson still on the chase. Wants the Rubik, but he will be okay. What an Aegis snatch away from Thompson.
That Sonic Wave pushback just to give himself a little bit of window to pick up that. Aegis cuts off any advantage RSG wants. Like, they find the supports, cost them their offlane. They do force a buyback out, but it's not the biggest deal in the world here for T1 on the supports. They are getting massive on their course, like Thompson now with Kai Sanj. Very hard to pin down, and yes.
He doesn't have battle pass for another second. It's available now, but he's going to have 0 damage in this if he can't get out. Thompson will not be able to slow him down. In fact, now the turnaround. RSG, they want to punish once again, but can they? Anna, he's around. No, the fear's out. No battle chance to come, and there's no buyback on MKS. This is not good. They're onto the high ground. Great fear from the Spirit Bearer of Anna. Just using the Savage Roar, and we've got problems now, John. We have big problems for RSG. High ground has been started by T1.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that just melts.
It really does.
Yeah, I don't know if you can stop this right now on the side of RSG. You don't have Unleash for 40 seconds, no Troll for 30. That half minute's more than enough to clear out these 2 set of racks.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Rough. There goes one. At least they have their tier 2 top tower, so you can't get Mega. You can get tier 4 if T1 are feeling extra spicy, but you cannot get Mega.
Bottom barracks.
Nullify now up on Anna.
It's a tough one. Nullifier just totally removes the Guardian Angel as a factor. Like, even if you use that to kind of dodge Anna and Cuckoo's damage, he's got a solution on hand. 13k net worth lead, 13 to 21 here for T1. The tier 2 tower, as you mentioned, still protecting RSG from full megas. There's really nothing stopping T1 at this point. Again, they've been taking these fights without having Whitemon to use the black hole. I want to see him just go 0 black holes this game now. Just never use it. Why did he even use a skill point in it? He has it at level 2. Why? Just max out Midnight Pulse and get stats. You don't need that spell.
It's the Firehead play from Whitemon. I'd skill this spell if I never use it. It's genius. You're right, John. Why even to skill it? It could have been the first game where Enigma just never skills Black Hole. The history of Dota. Whitemon, you could have made history, sir, but you didn't do it. You didn't do it, Whitemon. Here we go. 5-man smoke against a 4-man smoke, but T1's got the high ground. They saw Rexy learn. They're going to jump in, force the BKB out. Thompson, he'll get silenced up, but he's got his own BKB. And Zhao Yu jumps in onto the bear. Anna in trouble? Not really, though. They overgrowth Zhao Yu up. Heavily Grace. It's going to buy a little bit of time for Zhao Yu to rebound out. Nobody did quite yet on either side. So T1 They might need to back those Zhao Yu does drop now. Thompson able to secure the kill on the Queen of Pain. Cuckoo still looking to move in again. Looking to put a lid onto this game as T1. The much stronger team right now. The clock is ticking, says Cuckoo. And he's not wrong. RSG. They've got to find a way to defend this high ground. They're onto the final tier 3 tower. Look at that tower. It's gone. Anna annihilates him. He with the nullifier. MKS is gone. He'll buy back this time. He's got the gold available. Battle Trance is still up. But the rest, stop. This fair. This fair is not fair. Oh, the roof's around as well. The overgrowth from Zephyr. There goes XE Learn. Onto the tier 4 tower. GG's goal. They've seen enough. Please leave us alone. T1 proving to be way too strong here against RSG. And there's your black hole out. Enjoy. People wanted in the chat, Wymon, he's a man of the people. He'll throw the black hole out eventually. No spell still for Zhao Bonbon.
If I know Whitemon, if I know chat, they would have wanted no black holes at all. And just maybe a big whiff at the end on the Ancient. You know, the Ancient's the objective. The Ancient's what you black hole. It's still T1 looking as dominant as ever. Yeah, he's just smiling. He is stuck smiling. He needs some help. Yeah, he needs some help. He's too he's.
Radiant structures are fortified.
To my heart.
Bouncy.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Got it. Just as I envisaged.
Denied.
Time grinds even mountains to dust. Harry.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
队友呢？队友嘞？队友呢？队友呢？队友呢
This is mine.
The whole bunch of punches.
Gotcha.
Both accurate and precise.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
As was promised. Painted into a corner.
Duh. Regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Beast bomb.
Got it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Unstoppable.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The revenants of light will wash over.
Invisibility.
Just not meant to be.
Radiant are scanning.
Precious
Time
bone.
is money.
Swiftly to the temple's defense.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I love winning.
Just as I envisaged.
Dire are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I shall not report you.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Time for a day team. Just as I envisaged.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm a pro in
Dire's
its
middle
prime.
tower has fallen.
lose face and life.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Precious bounty. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll take that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Tally ho!
Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Time is money.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'll take that. generation.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We all owe a life to the face. We're just not meant to be.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yo, this guy has no chill, man. Yo, this guy has no
Radiant's
chill, man.
top tower has fallen.
Jackpot.
The grasping arms of my kin tried to hold me back.
These rights are wicked.
I've seen this in my dreams.
Tres, dos, uno. Adiós.
Wow.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tis mine.
I love winning.
envisaged. Then we can meet, face to face.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Not what you expected.
The moment you were born. Just as I envisaged.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Wicked sick.
That's something good, maybe.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's something good.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just as I
Radiant's
envisaged.
top tower is under attack.
I love winning.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Mucho tengas. This went off.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen. Radiant's top barracks. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
I'm a brawler in his prime.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under attack. Radiant's ancient is under attack.
스캔 돌려야 된다고요.
Dire victory. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh my god!
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Never refuse gold given.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pull roots and run!
My timeline snaps.
I'll tear you limb from limb.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Speedy
Radiant's
rule of
bottom
haste.
tower is under attack.
This is here.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Captured in the flame.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Foam amongst your bones.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Comforting rune of regeneration.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A golden thread.
Radiant are scanning.
An end.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Oh my god!
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Double damage empowers me.
Oh my god! 有没有神之一攻？
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Don't die in my arms.
The mission well. Deceptive rune of invisibility.
killed. Dire's
thought you
bottom
had me,
tower
didn't
is
you?
under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
The rune of regeneration.
Radiant are scanning. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh my god!
Mega kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Your vital thread is broken.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Oh my god!
Unstoppable.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Unstoppable.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Where's my pension?
The seeds of fortune.
Radiant are scanning.
Time is money.
Dire are scanning. Dire's turret has been killed.
This must end. Trickster's rune of illusion.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Rune of invisibility. Monster
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is falling. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Wow.
Dire's top barracks are under attack.
Never refuse gold given.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
Wow.
A tune to teach.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Bounty.
Radiant victory. 30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
None for you. First blood, and may the all-knowing one bear witness.
Bottom is missing.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's courier has been killed.
Sweet succor.
I'm spring-loaded.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I underestimated you. Look at you!
You are poor.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pains and cold.
Worthy tribute. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Get a bit caught up here?
Haste! Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Thank you, my beauties.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Time is money.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Haste!
Monster kill!
bottom tower is under attack.
Triple kill!
Backed up the wrong trio.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bye, baby.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Viene que defender, defiende. Defiende la escuadra.
Let me acquaint you with your own demise.
Well, eh?
Welcome, my beauties.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Illusion!
You look all sorts of wrong.
Time is money.
Worthy tribute. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's structures are fortified.
The omniscience.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Fit for a queen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Thank you, my beauty.
Dire are scanning. Roshan has fallen to the dark.
My beauties.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Time is money.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top 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 tower is under attack.
It's more like that.
Ecstasy. Agony. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire are scanning.
Always watch me walking.
Axe fades from sight. Healing and harm.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Never had much time for pity parties. How do you get off?
Dire's top tower is under attack. Worthy tribute. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's ancient is under attack. 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 Dire